Bum, 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 bum. Womp, 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 womp. Hey everybody, it's me, Godzilla. So, today we're going to review Godzilla, the king of the monsters. Yay! It just came out in theaters. Oh. Now, I'm going to have to say a lot about the movie, but I'm going to kind of keep it short and simple, if that's possible. Going into this movie, I've got to admit, I hated the 2014 Godzilla film. Godzilla barely was on the screen, and every time they cut to an action sequence, it cut away. Like, Godzilla and Muto were like, roar! And then it cut to some little kid, all like, look at that Pokemon, ew! I hated that. I thought it was stupid, it was very anticlimactic, very annoying. Okay? Everybody complained. Everybody complained about that. Right? Everybody got mad about it. So, what happened was this. In that film, we had that one director guy, and he was like, well, I don't want to direct the sequel, I'm going to go direct this other movie that'll totally be good and better. So they brought on this new guy who's like, you know what? That first one was like, dumb. There was a lot of people and stuff, and like a huge storyline with that guy that like made all those drugs on that other show. Okay, whatever. Yeah, let's throw that kind of idea away. Let's just make this the Mad Max of the Godzilla movies. And make it action-packed non-stop for 2 hours and 12 minutes in the theater. Yeah, okay. What? That sounds like a good idea to me, dude. Thanks a lot. Because that is what the first movie should have been. Period. That's it. I'm just saying. I'm not angry about the 2014 Godzilla. Fuck it. But I'm saying that that is what this movie, or this movie's what that movie should have been. That's it. Nobody wanted 2 hours of people talking! And oh my god, I think the radiation made the dog just do that, and blah blah blah, oh my wife, they better run around. Shut up! I want to see giant monsters beating the crap out of giant monsters, and people going, ah! Lightning, lightning, lightning! That's what we wanted! Just give us what we want. That's all us fans of these movies ask for. That's it. Looking at this film, Godzilla King of the Monsters, that is, it embodies almost everything a Godzilla fan could really want. Which blows my mind. That for once, they kind of got it right. Because go with me on this. I'm a Godzilla fan, but I'm not one of those, you know, giant green scaly cock-sucking fanboys that'll go, it's Godzilla, I love it, oh my god, I don't care what it is, I love it. No, Shinzilla sucks, that anime sucks, a lot of these toys that they're coming out with sucks, despite my complaints there. This was good. I mean, it was surpassed the bar of expectations. I didn't expect it to be this. A lot of the critics, heck, I know, like, Rotten Tomatoes. Good God, if you use Rotten Tomatoes to judge your movie scores, you're either an idiot or an idiot. Or there's that third category, a fucking idiot. You could be that too. But Rotten Tomatoes has it critic score after like a bajillion critic scores. Oh, they combined it all together, and it's really low. I don't even know what it is. I think like 32% or some garbage. Whatever. They say it doesn't have enough human element in it, enough people talking, and enough story development of human arc, and blah blah blah. What? I've got to say something. In this film's defense, the plot, the editing, and the storyline are so well blended together with the action and the monsters that if they had edited it and created it any other way, it would have completely distracted you from any other part or any other element. It would have broken you away and taken you out of the film. Because there are things that happen in this film that are plot twists that are so well done, blended with the action elements, that you never see it coming. The effects were great. The acting was fantastic. It was on point. You know, they brought back a couple actors from the original, which is good. The story arc was good. The story was good. It was about, a broken family, and the turmoils within thereof, of them one of them trying to regain trust of a daughter, one of them losing trust in a daughter, one of them trying to it was a bunch of stuff. There was a redemption story arc in there. Of course, you had your supervillain in there.
But wait, there's more! No, seriously, I forgot during my review to mention this amazing fact that I'd completely forgot about, because I forgot it. But Charles Dance, the villain guy from this movie, you might remember him from his amazing roles from movies like Game of Thrones, or from Last Action Hero, or such other great movie things that he's done. But I remember him very fondly from one of my childhood favorite films, Space Truckers, as the guy with the power tool penis. Yeah, that's right. You heard that correctly. He has a pull start wang. So, yeah, I really had to bring that back and throw that in there because I love that movie. So, okay, back to your regularly scheduled review.
You have a bunch of things involved with the human element that were so well weaved in during the action, during the, monsters. I don't understand where these critics are saying, oh, there wasn't enough human element. Fuck off! Fuck off! Every Godzilla fan out there ever has said, I want to see a bunch of monsters beat the crap out of each other. That's it! This film this film embodies what we wanted as fans. I'm just saying. If you want a lot of talk with Godzilla in the background, go watch Fried Green Tomatoes and just superimpose some Godzilla pictures in there or something. Come on, alright? If you want high action packed, monsters beating the crap out of each other while people are in sheer panic, watch this movie. It was great. They had Godzilla, of course. They brought him back. They minorly altered his look a little bit with his spines this time. No big deal. You didn't notice much. He got a little bit bigger. That's fine, whatever. They do a throwback to one of his older looks at one point. I won't ruin it for you, which is kind of cool, but they did that. They did bring back even one of the weapons from one of the early first film, if you know what I'm talking about. But, so they kind of brought back some stuff, which is cool. Rodan, I love that guy to death. He's one of my favorites, absolutely. When he hit the screen, my wife knew that it was a moment for me, and I cried. I didn't really cry, but it was pretty awesome the way they did him. The fact that he was the fire god, the fire demon, was pretty epic. And he came out of the volcano, out of a mountain like he did originally, but the way they did him was beautifully done. And he was on fire, and he was very rock looking. He was very, fantastic job. Fantastic job visually, okay? And the elements, he was red, Godzilla was blue. They went along with a color coordinated kind of thing too, which is kind of neat the way they did it. It had its moments, but I really loved the way they did Rodan. He was good. He was great. They kept his sonic boom kind of action, where when he flies, it's just so devastating. It takes entire cities out. Good job. They really stuck true to the characters. Okay. Mothra. By the way, I've always hated Mothra. Always hated Mothra. Until now. Mothra was cool. I have no beef against Mothra with this film. Prior to this, Mothra was just this dainty little thing that floated around and sparkled on you. Whatever, shut up. Anyway, this one, Mothra was pretty awesome. And he had a stinger butt. I don't get that. But, because monsters don't have stinger butts, and if they did, they'd be frightening. Because then they'd be like fake, wasps. And you'd be like, oh, that's a pretty, my eye. And it would be terrible. Terrible! They sting me all the time, okay? I hate them, but Mothra was cool. I dug Mothra. And they did do some mystic stuff with the Mothra thing and the powers. And Mothra's always been like the guardian of Earth and things like that. So, I appreciated a lot of what they did there with the throwbacks to some of that stuff. You know, they did stay true to the spirit of the old Godzilla films. I've got to give them kudos for that. Good job. And then King Ghidorah, whatever you want to call him, because everybody says it differently in different Godzilla's, you know, eras and different movies. Everybody says it different. King Ghidorah, loved him in this film. Menacing, huge. They kept his story origins from space. I love that. That was awesome. They gave each head a personality, which I thought was genius, because having 3 individual heads, 3 individual brains, they deserve individual personalities. The internet's going crazy about the left one. They're calling him Lefty, Derpy, whatever. They're making fun of him frequently, which is funny, but it gave it its own being. They gave King Ghidorah his own existing characteristics per head, which was great. Okay? I love that. They definitely, I'm glad they did that. When the lightning came out, it was phenomenal. I'm glad they kept his abilities. I'm glad they kept him, you know? It was great. They also kept the music from Mothra. They brought the music in from classic Godzilla. They melded it, mended it, and blended it in with some of the newer stuff. It was fantastic. This is a 10 out of 10 film. If you look at it from a cinematic perspective, from the acting to the directing to the cinematography to the overall, you know, look and feel, tone, the music, everything, the design work, every aspect of this film, top notch, period. So it's a 10. There's nothing in it that you could not say that doesn't deserve to be a solid 10. My two complaints I have about the film, neither of which affect its score. One, the action involved. I felt as though the action cam, if you were watching in 3D, would probably have made me puke. Because it was a little actiony. I mean, and I know why. I mean, they keep it actiony to get you in that mode, that feel like, oh my god, so epic. But at times, I felt as though it might have been a little too much. And if I was watching that in 3D, I definitely would have gotten motion sick. It'd been like playing Doom 3D. You know, Doom on my PlayStation, you know, headset. I was like, oh god, 5 minutes. 5 minutes of Doom VR, and I'm done. It's terrible. I'm just like this. Oh god, I'm done. So that was one complaint. It's too actiony? No, that's not my complaint at all. You guys did a great job with the action. I'm just saying the action cam on 3D or in VR kind of stuff, in that 3D, that might have made a few people puke. I don't know, but it would have probably done me in. So that's a complaint. Really? Oh, for me. If I watched it in 3D, I might vomit. My other complaint, the second complaint I have, and it's kind of a spoiler, okay, is Godzilla being king of the monsters, is the way they ended it. And how he proves, or he doesn't prove, but he, what would you call it? He, surpliferates his dominance. That's a made-up word I just made because I don't know what I'm saying. He surpliferates his dominance, and a few of the Titans bow before the king. I really felt as though that was a little cheesy to have been in there. You know? That's all. I wasn't necessarily disappointed in that. I understand why they did that. Come on! That could have been left out. Because at that point I'm kind of like, well, they're going to fight him in later films. You know, if they did. If, you know, they acknowledge him as being the baddest of the bad. That's all. So, those are my only two complaints. And they're not even really that bad of a complaint. They're by no means a complaint to knock the film. You know? They're nothing bad. This film's a solid 10. And that is ridiculous for me to be able to say that I feel it's a 10. And I am, honest to God, one of those people who can look at a franchise, look at something even I love, and pick it apart, break it down and say, this sucked, this is what's wrong, that's screwed up, they screwed that up, fix this, fix that. Nope. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, 10-10, Ren 10-10. Doop, 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 doop.
Look what I made!
Find me on all of your favorite social sites and join my insanity. Whee!